There are moments in life when fear holds our breath hostage. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of losing someone, fear of not being enough. And yet, the Bhagavad Gita opens with the greatest warrior of that era, Arjuna, falling to his knees, trembling in fear. A man who had won countless battles suddenly couldn't even lift his bow. If Arjuna, the undefeated warrior, could feel fear, then your fear does not make you weak. It makes you human. But what the Gita reveals next is not just motivation, not just positivity. It reveals a science of courage, a mind training system far deeper than any modern self-help book. Subscribe the channel and stay till the end. Let's dive into this timeless wisdom and understand how the Gita shows us a path to break free from fear and rise into unshakable inner power. The real nature of fear, Gita's first lesson. Fear, in the Gita's understanding, isn't just a reaction. It is a distortion of perception. Arjuna wasn't afraid because the war was impossible. He was afraid because his mind was clouded. Fear arises when the mind projects a future disaster and convinces you it's already real. Krishna does not start by saying, "Don't be scared." He starts by correcting the lens through which Arjuna is seeing the world. Fear, Krishna teaches, is a mistake in vision, not a weakness of character. When your mind paints the worst scenario, when it inflates your doubts, when it whispers, "You will fail," Krishna asks one question: is this truth or imagination? Most fears live only in imagination. The Gita's courage begins with this clarity. Your identity determines your fear. One of the most powerful insights of the Gita is this: fear comes from a mistaken identity. Courage comes from remembering who you truly are. Arjuna saw himself as a helpless human in an impossible situation. Krishna reminded him, "You are not just the body. You are the immortal, eternal Atman." Fear weakens when identity expands. Think about your own life. When you see yourself as limited, every challenge seems threatening. But when you reconnect with inner strength, call it soul, consciousness, or pure awareness, fear loses its grip. The Gita teaches, you are not a tiny wave fighting the storm. You are the ocean, and the ocean does not fear. Understanding the battlefield, fear thrives in confusion. The battlefield of Kurukshetra is not just a place. It is a metaphor for the human mind. Life brings situations where opposing forces collide: duty versus emotion, comfort versus growth, attachment versus purpose. Fear multiplies when the mind is confused. The Gita's cure: clarity of Dharma. When you know what you must do, not what is easy, not what is comfortable, but what is right, fear bows down. Krishna tells Arjuna, your duty is your anchor. Stand on it, and the waves of fear cannot drown you. In your own life, clarity brings courage. Confusion breeds fear. The science of non-attachment, fear's biggest medicine. Why do we fear? Because we are attached to outcomes, attached to opinions, attached to people, attached to success, attached to identity. Krishna reveals a profound truth. Fear is born out of losing something we are attached to. And therefore, the Gita's method to dissolve fear is not to become emotionless, but to become free from the chains of expectation. When you work with sincerity, but detach yourself from results, you become unstoppable. Fear disappears when you no longer need guarantees. This is the essence of karma yoga. Do the right thing and let go. Because when results don't control you, fear cannot control you. The power of surrender, not weakness, but strength. One of the most misunderstood teachings is surrender. The world thinks surrender means giving up control. The Gita reveals the opposite. Surrender means giving up the illusion of control and accepting alignment with reality. Arjuna says the most important line, "I am confused. I surrender to you. Please guide me." This surrender is not helplessness. It is the courage to admit, I don't know everything. I need clarity. Show me the larger truth. Fear dissolves when ego melts, because fear grows strongest inside a rigid mind. Surrender opens the mind, allowing wisdom to enter. A surrendered mind is fearless, not because life gets easier, but because clarity replaces confusion. Action is the antidote to fear, Gita's practical rule. Krishna teaches a very practical truth. Fear grows in hesitation. Fear dies in action. Arjuna sat down on the battlefield, paralyzed. Krishna didn't tell him to meditate forever or run away. He told him to stand up, not because action guarantees success, but because action breaks fear's spell. When you take one step, the mind stops imagining disasters and starts dealing with reality. Fear hates movement. Do you want to weaken your fear? Move, do something, take one step forward. The Gita teaches the psychology of courage. The more you avoid fear, the stronger it becomes. The more you face fear, the weaker it becomes. The secret of inner stability, Samatvam. Krishna's concept of Samatvam, or inner balance, is one of the greatest tools for courage. What makes fear powerful is emotional imbalance. We panic, overthink, exaggerate, and collapse. Krishna teaches, be steady in mind in success and failure. This stability is yoga. Imagine standing in the middle of a storm, not shaken by its winds. This is the mind Krishna wants you to build, a mind not controlled by fear. A mind trained to stay balanced, no matter what the world throws your way. Fear cannot dominate a calm mind. The vision of the imperishable, deepest layer of courage. At one point, Arjuna's fear is so deep that Krishna does something extraordinary. He reveals the Vishvarupa, the cosmic form. Why? To show Arjuna that the universe itself is flowing through him, that nothing is isolated, that everything is part of a grand cosmic order. Fear arises when we feel alone against the world. Courage arises when we know we are part of something eternal. You are not a lonely being struggling in chaos. You are connected to a cosmic intelligence that supports you, guides you, and grows you. When the soul realizes its eternal nature, fear dissolves like mist in sunlight. Know the enemy, fear's psychological tricks. The Gita describes 3 qualities of the mind that often fuel fear. Tamas, inertia, confusion, darkness. This creates fear through overthinking, procrastination, avoidance. Rajas, restlessness, desire, anxiety. This creates fear through comparison, ambition, over-attachment. Sattva, clarity, purity, wisdom. This reduces fear and brings courage. Krishna's formula, rise from tamas to rajas, and then from rajas to sattva. This is the science behind courage. A disciplined mind becomes fearless. Practices like meditation, right diet, honest self-reflection, service, duty, gratitude, all slowly refine the inner nature and make the mind strong, stable, and fearless. Fear is not removed in one day. It is removed by evolving the quality of your mind. Desire and fear, 2 sides of one chain. Krishna explains a deep psychological loop. Fear is inseparable from desire. The more you crave something, the more you fear losing it. This does not mean you should not desire anything, but your desires should not control you. When desire becomes obsession, fear becomes inevitable. When desire becomes intention without attachment, courage becomes natural. This is why sage-like people radiate fearlessness, not because they have nothing, but because nothing owns them. Facing the inner demons, like Arjuna did. Arjuna wasn't scared of arrows or weapons. He was scared of emotional conflict. How can I fight my own loved ones? What if I make the wrong choice? What if I regret this forever? Your fear also often hides behind layers. Fear of hurting others, fear of disappointing someone, fear of making a mistake, fear of breaking expectations. Krishna teaches Arjuna, and you, that sometimes fear is not a signal to run. Sometimes fear is a doorway to growth. What Arjuna feared the most was exactly what he needed to rise beyond. Life is the same. The challenge you fear most may be the very challenge that awakens your power. Fear cannot survive in the present moment. One of the most subtle lessons of the Gita is this: fear lives in the future, strength lives in the present. Arjuna's mind was in the imagined outcome. Krishna brought him back to the present action. Your mind does the same. It runs ahead, imagining 100 possible failures. Krishna says, stay present. Do what is needed now. Do not live in imaginary futures. The present moment is fear's enemy. The strength of bhakti, courage from the heart. Krishna promises, those who trust in me and walk with sincerity will never be abandoned. Bhakti, devotion, surrender. These are not emotional escapes. They are powerful courage generators. Because devotion gives you emotional strength, inner support, a sense of companionship with the divine, trust in a larger plan. Fear weakens when the heart feels protected. When you feel divinely guided, you walk differently, you speak differently, you face challenges differently. Devotion makes your heart fearless, the ultimate warrior mindset. By the end of the Gita, Krishna shapes Arjuna into a true warrior, not by giving him weapons, but by giving him wisdom. The warrior mindset of the Gita: see clearly, no distorted imagination. Know who you are, eternal Atman. Do your duty, dharma as your anchor, detach from outcomes, freedom from fear. Act decisively, no hesitation. Stay balanced, Samatvam. Trust the divine, surrender to clarity. Live in the present, not in imagined futures. Strengthen your mind, rise towards sattva. This is not ancient theory. This is practical psychological training for modern life. A fearless mind is not born, it is built. The moment Arjuna stood up, a symbol for all of us. After 700 verses of wisdom, Arjuna finally rises. He picks up his bow, his voice becomes steady, his eyes regain focus, his heart becomes fearless. He says, my confusion is gone, my courage has returned, I am ready. This is the transformation the Gita wants in all of us. You may be in your own Kurukshetra, a career decision, a relationship struggle, a financial crisis, a personal battle within yourself. But the Gita promises, with clarity, wisdom, devotion, and right action, fear can be conquered. A message for your life. Fear will visit you many times in life. But the Gita teaches something beautiful. Fear is not a wall. Fear is a doorway. Beyond that doorway is your growth, your courage, your purpose, your true self. Arjuna rose not because the war changed, but because he changed. You don't need a different world, you need a different inner lens. Krishna's message is simple. You are stronger than your fear. You are deeper than your doubts. You are eternal, conscious, and powerful. Stand up, fight your inner battles, and rise into your truest self. This is the Gita's courage science, a science not meant just for Arjuna, but for every human who is ready to break free from the chains of fear and walk into the vast sky of freedom. Thank you for joining us. We hope this video has offered you inspiration and insight on your own spiritual journey. If you found this helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. Keep practicing, keep growing, and keep walking the path of inner mastery.